Welcome, David.
Thank you.
So David, I know I just said a little bit of a spiel about you, but if you wouldn't mind, could you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do? We'd love to hear it.
Well, again, I'm Dave Beckford. I am the founder of Dynasty Television. We are a content marketing firm. So we are producing content and working with existing content producers in film, music, television, radio, and we are marketing it through a network of over 100 media affiliates throughout the country. So those affiliates are in radio, television. Everybody's got their own platform, and we did this unspeakable thing. It took us about 6 months to figure it out, but we got everybody on the same page to work together. And Try Lately was the #1 way that we did it. So we're just Try Lately fans.
That's awesome. Very cool. So David, can you tell us a little bit about what you love about your work?
Well, matter of fact, I get inspired when I talk about what we do, just for the simple fact that it's entertainment based. Yes, a lot of music, a lot of songs, a lot of wonderful content that we are promoting, but it's giving people, especially African Americans, a voice, if you will, and an opportunity to be able to say the same thing to a large group of people consistently. All throughout the country and all throughout the sphere that we communicate with. So that's the most exciting thing, is to be able to get up in the morning and know that this post is going out to millions and millions of individuals at the same time. And we might be able to affect some consciousness and affect the way people are operating and getting along in their own communities.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's really like about bringing people together. I think that that's a really awesome, that's really fantastic. I think that your view on that is really, really interesting. Can you tell us a little bit about how you use Lately to do that?
Yeah, well, it was interesting. Again, I always ask my staff, I said, whose idea was it to bring 100 people together? They were like, it's yours. And so originally, we're Dynasty is really the baby, if you will, the media component of my marketing agency in St. Louis. We've been around for about 26 years. And so we're old school. I tell people that we were around when Photoshop 1 was out. There was no internet, right? And so everything was fax. And the fax was the greatest thing ever, right? So from there, when social media came out and we saw that it was a great communication tool for our clients, we literally, we've tried many different platforms, but to give them a sense of return on investment, of what the marketing messages were that were working and not working, how many people we were engaging with, we had to go through and check every post, the engagements, the shares on every page. And we were just starting with about 400 clients at the time. So you can imagine how brutal that was. And so I would have to literally...
one post a day, right?
I would literally bring a team of about 10 people together and just scour the internet and just figure out in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what we were doing and how we were performing. And without that performance metrics, we didn't know where we were. We didn't have a sense of how we were doing for the clients. So with Try Lately, it gave me the ability to connect all of these pages and to separate them by dashboard, right? And so in our dashboard, we've got a dashboard for the radio stations. We got a dashboard for the TV stations. We got a dashboard for the TV content producers. And then we also started to bring or create dashboards for some community-based organizations as well. And we call it folding in pages. And so every one of these organizations, we are now connecting through Try Lately, their Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, soon to be YouTube, and some other platforms as well. And so now, in one opportunity, somebody calls me and say, "Mr. Beckford, how are we performing today?" And click of a button, send them a screenshot. This is how you're doing. This is how many people you're reaching.
Yeah.
These are your impressions, your reach, your engagements, your shares. That last post that you just put out there 30 days ago. This is how it's performing, and it's making me look like a superhero. So thanks, Lauren.
You are a superhero, David. We just had to have you here in this customer spotlight because you really have just exceeded our expectations with what we even thought was going to be possible. Like, you have really been such an amazing person to have using this platform, and we are so thrilled to have you here with us. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And again, another way that we're using it, every one of those, you imagine 100 media affiliates plus their clients, right? Everybody's got a different marketing message. So we're able to come in, create those messages, create the draft, clone them, push them to where they need to go, schedule them. We schedule related posts for clients to help with their engagements, and now we get to track it right then and there as well as to what its performance is really doing. So you probably saved us, quite a bit of time, and we've gotten a lot more effective. And believe it or not, Lauren, out of the 100 media affiliates, I only have 40% of the network on Try Lately right now.
Ooh,
So,
just right now, though, right? That's coming, right?
So we'll probably go to about 600 to 700 social media pages connected.
We are ready for you, David.
A little engine that could.
That's really awesome. So do you have any content creation tips? Any go-to things that really work well for you?
Content creation, well, it's really about, we call it split test marketing, okay? And we understand that social media delivers about 2 to 4% return on investment, meaning, based on what the client is contracting you to do, you're going to reach out of this large audience of folks. Because combined, believe it or not, with 40% of the network, we reach almost 7 million people through this social media platform. And so I can't imagine what it's going to be when we get at least 90 to 95% of the people on there. But content creation is different for, depending on the audience. And so, to the radio station people, it's a different type of language. And there's a condensed version of that language from Facebook to Twitter, right? So I'm able to draft one post and create a Twitter version of that immediately, right? And an Instagram version of it, or a LinkedIn version at the same time. But the content has to match the values of the audience that you're speaking to, right? And so with everything, video is king, for a media company. So we do a lot of video, but we were interested because it seemed like you just mentioned something. Some of our posts with just text links were doing better than the videos were. So I spent a lot of money on video. So I'm like, but it's got to speak to the values, and it's got to solve the problems of those clients, and you got to do it in an engaging way. And so, we've got, at a media company, we've got, a song might come on, right? Or it might be this engaging video that captures somebody's imagination, and you got to be able to do it in 30 seconds or less. The long form content is great for the website and all of the above, but Try Lately is a promotional vehicle. And so our trailers, our promos, when a show is coming on, a new media affiliate, a new client, new project, new initiative, new song we just dropped, whatever, those are all the promos that we are using to drive the traffic somewhere else. So make sure that your messaging is speaking to the values of the people in 30 seconds or less. And the values, you're solving their problems, okay? And you're providing some sense of convenience and some sense of benefit for them. Benefit could be whatever, price, structure, it could be, convenience, location, whatever it may be. If it's a service, the way Try Lately marketed to me was, do you need to connect a bunch of pages? And do you need to track it all at the same time? Well, we've got this. And then the second thing, it just started hitting my buttons. The second thing was, do you need to create a lot of content? You can imagine with 100 media affiliates and needing to track that all in the same place. It spoke to my values, and it did it at a great price point. and it allowed me to grow with them as well. So your content has to be the same thing. It has to speak to the person's values.
Awesome. David, that was such good information, and we really, really appreciate that. Unfortunately, we are out of time.
Oh, no worries.
But again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Next week, we'll be talking about approval flows. And David, again, thank you so much. We'll be in touch, okay?
Thank you. Take care.
Bye, everyone.